Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Heather Tiedemann. I am a realtor here in the beautiful area of Lexington, South Carolina. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know what I'm about to say. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and I greatly appreciate it. We are going to be talking about little unique things that you probably should know if you are considering a move to Lexington. First up on the docket is Lexington is actually pretty diverse in the sense that there are people from all over in Lexington. So when you move here, it's not going to be a majority of, South Carolina natives or Lexington natives even. It's going to be people from the West Coast, from the Northeast, from the Midwest. I've sold houses to people in Lexington that came from Japan, that came from South Africa. So there is a very large group of diversity in Lexington. It is one of the fastest growing areas in our state. So definitely something to keep in mind. Makes it a lot easier if you are looking to create connections with people that you already have something in common with, because you have people that moved here that didn't have friends and family that already lived here, and they're looking to make that connection. You also have the locals, and honestly, Southern people are some of the nicest people you ever meet. They're also can be some of the meanest, but it's a little give or take there. So just something to keep in mind, that you're not coming to an area that is predominantly, Southern natives. Number 2 is going to be a little oddly specific one, but when you move here and you are trying to make friends with the locals, it's probably not a good idea to trash the local area, saying things like, our pizza's garbage, which it might be. It may be not what you're used to. Speaking on that topic is, we don't have the water to be able to replicate New York pizza. I'm going to put that out there. Many New Yorkers have come here and tried, and it can't be replicated with our water. That is what they tell me. Don't attack me. That's what I've been told. So it does rub people the wrong way if you come here and you complain about, we don't have the pizza that you like, we don't have the stores that you like, this is not exactly like home. It's not going to be exactly like home. Unfortunately, when you move to a new area, there are things you have to get acclimated with. And if you really love something, see about opening the store that you love so much, or, this, that, and the other, or learning to love something new. Because it really does put a bad taste in the locals' mouths if you come here trashing their area that they love, and trying to make it what you left, if that makes sense. So just something to keep in mind. It does tend to rub people the wrong way when that happens. The South brings me to point number 3. I forgot to start with that. But point number 3, the South is a slower way of life than you may be accustomed to. So if you are looking for a job, or you need to line up childcare, those are things you need to start thinking about very far in advance. Start looking at jobs. It could take you a couple of months to get a job. It could also take you a few months to get into the childcare facility that you want. Things tend to move a little bit slower here. We are not that fast-paced big city environment. We are, a smaller community right outside the capital. So just something to keep in mind. The South is a slower community. With that said, it kind of leads into a point that I made on a different video, is that we're not a major metropolitan area. We're not a big city. We're not even a small city. We're just a large town. So we are not going to have all the amenities of a city that has millions of people. We are a large town. They are very community oriented. There's always some kind of festival, market, something going on. But, we may not have 30 trampoline parks or 100 playgrounds. We are a small area. We do have a lot of things to do. We have multiple parks. We have multiple state parks. We have multiple playgrounds. We have the Riverwalk and the lake and so many things locally. but we're not going to have the same things that a major city is going to have. So that's really something that I think a lot of people come here and not understanding that they're not moving to another major metropolitan area. And over time, that may change with the growth that is facing. We're getting more and more amenities. They actually just opened a trampoline park in Lexington. We had other trampoline parks, but this is the only one actually in Lexington itself. So it's something to keep in mind when you are moving here, that it may be something you need to be prepared for, that you may have to travel a little bit if you are wanting different types of amenities. For my last tip of the day, I suppose, make sure when you're moving here, and whether you're buying or you're renting, you are buying or renting within the school that you want for, not just the district, within the school. So if you're wanting specific high school, make sure your home that you're renting or buying is zoned for that school. Yes, we have school choice here. However, those spots are extremely limited, and I would not bank on being able to get one of those, very limited spots. When I say limited, I'm talking like 10 to 12 slots a year. And that's for the entire district per school. Some of them I don't even think have slots available. It could only be 1 or 2 slots depending on the school itself. So I hear a lot of bad advice out there from other people that live here. I mean, even sometimes from realtors saying that, just buy a house here where it's cheaper and you can use school choice and go to this other school. That is not a guarantee, and I would not bank on that. I would 100%, if you are dead set on your child attending a specific school, making sure your home that you are renting or buying is zoned for that school, because there is no guarantee that you would get a slot in that school choice. These are just some things to keep in mind if you are considering a move here. I know they're kind of all over the place and very random, but it's things that I've heard and I've experienced and I've seen, because I almost exclusively work with people that are relocating from out of state. So I always like to give these tidbits to you, just so it's not a surprise when you do move here. It's something that I feel like knowledge is power, and the more you're educated on a topic and the more you understand, the more you're prepared for it, the easier that transition is for you, because it is a massive move. It is a huge move to uproot your life in one state to come to a whole new state or even another town. So I always like to, help with that if I can. If you've recently moved here or you're considering a move here and, you have questions, put them down in the comments. Let me know what questions that you have, or even tips that you found for moving here that may help another person. I always love to hear those. And also, if you are considering a move here and you want to talk to me privately, my contact information is down in the description box below, and I am always happy to answer any questions that you may have or help you make your home purchase here. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye!